HarperCollins presents The Quaker by Liam McIlvanney, read by Angus King. Surely he walks among us unrecognised, some barber, store clerk, delivery man. Charles Simic, Master of Disguises. The houses are all gone under the sea. The dancers are all gone under the hill. T.S. Eliot, East Quaker. Part 1. Men and Bits of Paper. We are suffering from a plethora of surmise, conjecture, and hypothesis. Arthur Conan Doyle, Silver Blaze. Prologue. That winter, posters of a smart, fair-haired young man smirked out from bus stops and newsagents' doors across the city. The same face looked down from the corkboards of doctors' waiting rooms and the glass display cases in the public libraries. Everyone had their own ideas about the owner of the face. Rumours buzzed like static. The Quaker worked as a storeman at Billsland's Bakery. He was a fitter with a gas board, a welder at Fairfields. The Quaker waited tables at the Old Bay Horse. Some said he was a Yank from the submarines at the Holy Loch. Others said he was a Russian from off the Klondikers. He was a city councillor, the leader of the Milton Tongs, a parish priest. He'd worked with multiple murderer Peter Manuel on the railways. He was Manuel's half-brother, Manuel's cellmate. He'd helped Manuel abscond from Borstal in Coventry or Southport or Beverley or Hull. There were Quaker jokes, told in low voices in work-break card schools and the snugs of pubs. The word was magic markered on bus shelters, sprayed on the walls of derelict tenements. It rippled through the swaying crowds on the slopes of Ibrox in Celtic Park. Quaker 3, Polis 0. His name crept into the street rhymes of children, the chanted stanzas of lassies skipping ropes or bouncing tennis balls on tenement gables. And always there was the poster. If you see him, phone the police. The poster looked like someone you knew, like a word on the tip of your tongue. If you looked long enough, if you half closed your eyes, then the artist's impression with the slick side parting would resolve itself into the face of your milkman, your sister's ex-boyfriend, the man who wrapped your fish supper in the Bluebird Cafe. The face was clean-cut, the features delicate, almost pretty. To some of the city's older residents, he looked like a throwback to a stricter, more disciplined age. A well-turned-out young man, not like the layabouts and corner boys who lounged on the back seats of buses, flicking their hair like daft lassies, tugging at their goatee beards. Jacqueline Keevans, the first victim, was killed on the 13th of May 1968, strangled with her tights, left in a back lane in Battlefield. The ballroom butcher, the dancehall Don Juan with a taste for murder. The Quaker was something to talk about when you got tired of talking about football or the weather. That year of 1968, the worst winter in memory, set in just after Halloween. On the 1st of November, a storm battered the city, shouldering down through the banks of tenements, scattering slates and smacking down chimney stacks. On the 2nd of November, Anne Ogilvie went out to the dancing at the Barrowland Ballroom and failed to come home. She was found 2 days later in a derelict tenement in Bridgeton. On through Bonfire Night and St Andrew's Day, the weather stayed bad. The football card was clogged with postponements, unplayed fixtures piling up. The posters on gable ends where the Quaker's face had been pasted in threes as though he were a candidate for office were pulped and defaced by the pelting sleet. All winter, people wrote to DCI George Cochrane and the Quaker squad at the Marine Police Station in Anderston Street. The letters waited on Cochrane's desk each morning. People wrote to denounce their friends and neighbours, relatives, enemies. The Quakers' names were Highland, Lowland, Irish, Italian. Sometimes the writer was anonymous. Sometimes the letters were signed. As December wore on, the missives came in the form of Christmas cards, festive scenes
Sample complete. Ready to continue?